Hi, my name is Abby Greenfield.
And my name is Olivia Davis.
We're juniors and the producers of the Student Drama Showcase.
Originally, we planned to have this showcase in April, but nature had other plans.
But we still wanted to show off all the hard work of our directors and actors, and so in May we decided to move the showcase online.
2 of our originally planned 5 shows have agreed to go virtual.
To give you a taste of what the showcase would have been. We're so proud of our CBA drama community for being able to overcome these challenging circumstances and still put on a great show.
So we proudly present the 2020 Student Drama Showcase.
Well, Bob, it's certainly been nice to see you again.
It was nice to see you.
You come to town so seldom. I hardly ever get the chance to.
Well, you know how it is. A business trip is always more or less of a bore.
Next time, you've got to come out of the house.
I want to come out. I just had to stick around the hotel this trip.
Oh, I understand. Give my best to Edith.
Oh, I say, Ed, wait a minute.
What's the matter?
I knew I wanted to show you something. Did you know I'm going to build?
A house?
You bet it's a house. Come in. I just got these plans yesterday.
Well, that's fine.
Come in.
Mr. Barclay,
Well,
I have a message from the clerk, sir. For Mr. Barclay personally.
I'm Mr. Barclay. What's your message?
The hotel is on fire, sir.
What's that?
The hotel is on fire.
This hotel?
Yes, sir.
Well, is it bad?
It looks pretty bad, sir.
You mean it's going to burn down?
We think so. Yes, sir.
Well, we better leave.
Yes, sir.
Going to burn down, huh?
Yes, sir. If you'll step to the window, you'll see.
Yes, it's pretty bad. I say, Ed, you really ought to see this.
It's reached the floor right underneath.
Yes, sir. The lower part of the hotel is about gone, sir.
Still all right above though. Have they notified the fire department?
I wouldn't know, sir. I'm only the bellboy.
Well, that's the thing to do, obviously. Notify the fire department. Just call them up. Give them the name of the hotel.
Wait a minute. I can do better than that for you. Ring through to the chief and tell him that Ed Jameson told you to telephone him. We went to school together, you know.
That's fine. Now, get that right. Tell the chief that Mr. Jamison told us to ring him.
Ed Jameson.
Yes, Ed Jamison.
Yes, sir.
Oh boy, here you are.
Thank you, sir.
Well, say, we'll have to get out of here pretty soon.
Who is it? No better?
Worse, if anything. It'll be up here in just a few moments.
What floor is this?
11th.
11. We couldn't jump then.
Oh no, you never could jump. Well, I've got to get my things together.
Who made these for you?
A fellow. Here, Rollins. I ought to call one of the other hotels for a room.
Oh, you can get in.
They're pretty crowded. Say, the floor's getting hot.
I know it. It's getting stuffy in the room, too. Phew. Hello. Ice water in 1118.
That's the stuff. You know, if I move to another hotel, I'll never get my man. Everybody thinks I'm stopping here.
Say, this isn't bad.
You like it? Suppose I go to another hotel and there's a fire there too.
You've got to take some chance.
I know, but here I'm sure. Oh, answer that, will you, Ed?
Sure. Hello? Oh, that's good. Fine. What? Oh, wait a minute. The firemen are downstairs and some of them want to come up here.
Oh, tell them of course.
Come right up. Now we'll get some action.
Say, there's an awful lot of people on the street.
Maybe there's been some kind of accident.
No, more likely they've heard about the fire. Come in.
I beg pardon, Mr. Barclay. Firemen have arrived.
Show them in.
Mr. Barclay.
I'm Mr. Barclay.
We're the firemen, Mr. Barclay.
How do you do?
How do you do?
A great pleasure, I assure you. Really must apologize for the condition of this room, but...
Oh, that's all right. I know how it is at home.
May I present a friend of mine, Mr. Ed Jamison?
How are you?
How are you, boys? I know your chief.
Oh, is that so? He knows the chief. Dear old chiefy.
Well, I guess you boys want to get to work, don't you?
Well, if you don't mind, we would like to stay around a little bit.
May I help you?
Yes, if you please.
Well, I don't think I understand.
Well, you see, Sid doesn't get much chance to practice at home. Sometimes at a fire, while we're waiting for the wall to fall or something, why, the fireman doesn't really have anything to do. And personally, I like to see him improve symphonically. I hope you don't resent it. You're not anti-symphonic.
Oh, of course not.
Well, if you'll excuse me.
Charming personalities.
How is the fire?
It's pretty bad right now. This wall will go pretty soon now. But it'll fall that way, so it's alright. The next room is the place to fight it from.
Oh, aren't these gorgeous?
Have you the key for this room?
Why no? I've nothing to do with this room. I've just got this one.
Oh, it's very comfortable.
That's too bad. I have something up my sleeve. If I could have gotten in there. Oh well, may I use your phone?
Please do. Do you think you might hold this hose?
How?
Crawl under it. Thanks. Hello? Let me have the clerk, please. Give us that little thing you played the night the Edible building burnt down. Are you there? This is one of the firemen. Oh, you know. I'm in room,
1118.
1118, and I want to get into the next room. Oh, goody. Will you send someone up with the key? There's no one in there? Oh, super goody. Right away.
That's fine.
Mr. Barclay, I think he's ready now.
Pardon me.
Where's your pa? Why isn't he here? I declare we'll never get started.
Where's my hat? I guess I don't go if I can't find my hat.
Go out into the hall and see if it isn't there. Where's Caroline now, the plague child?
Watch that wait with the street talking to Jones girls. I've looked in the hall 1,000 times, Ma. It's not there. Come on, baby.
Go and look again. Look carefully.
No, Ma, it's not there.
Well, you don't leave Newark without a hat. Make up your mind about that. I don't go on journeys with a hoodlum.
Ma.
Oh, Mrs. Schwartz.
Here I am, Mrs. Kirby. Are you going yet?
I guess we're going in just a minute. How's the baby?
She's all right now. We slapped her on the back and she spat it up.
Isn't that fine? Well, now, if you'll be good enough to give the cat a saucer of milk in the morning and the evening, Mrs. Schwartz, I'll be ever so grateful to you. Oh, good afternoon, Mrs. Hallmeyer.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Kirby. I hear you're going away.
Oh, just for 3 days, Mrs. Hallmeyer, to see my married daughter, Beulah, in Camden. Elmer's got his vacation week from the laundry early this year, and he's just the best driver in the world.
Is the whole family going?
Yes, all 4 of us that's here. The change ought to be good for the children. My married daughter was downright sick a while ago.
Tis, tis, tis. Yes, I remember you telling us.
And I just want to go down and see the child. I ain't seen her since then. I just won't rest easy in my mind without I see her. Can't you say good morning to Mrs. Hallmeyer?
Good afternoon, Mrs. Hobmeyer.
Good afternoon, dear. Well, I'll wait and beat these rugs until after you're gone because I don't want to choke you. I hope you have a good time and find everything all right.
Thank you, Mrs. Hallmeyer. I hope I will. Well, I guess that milk for the cat is all, Mrs. Schwartz, if you're sure you don't mind. If anything else should come up, the key to the back door is hanging by the icebox.
Ma, not so loud.
Everybody can hear you.
Stop pulling my dress, children. The key to the door Well, I'll leave hanging by the icebox, and I'll leave the screen door unhooked.
Have a good trip, dear, and give my love to Violi.
I will, and thank you 1,000 times. What can be keeping your paw?
Ma, I can't find my hat.
Here's Arthur's hat. He must have left it in the car Sunday.
That's a mercy. Now we can start. Caroline Kirby, what have you done to your cheeks?
Nothing.
If you've put anything on them, I'll slap you.
No, Ma, of course I haven't. I just rubbed them to make them red. All the girls do that at high school when they're going places.
Such silliness I never saw. Elmer, what kept you?
I just went to the garage and had Charlie give it a last look, Kate.
I'm glad you did. I wouldn't like to have no breakdown miles from anywhere. Now we can start. Arthur, put that fidget spinner away. Anybody think you didn't want to go on a journey to look at you?
But hey, you boys, keep away from that car.
Those Sylvan boys put their heads into everything.
Goodbye, Mildred. Goodbye, Helen.
Goodbye, Caroline. Goodbye, Mrs. Kirby. I hope you have a good time.
Goodbye, girls.
Goodbye, Kate. The car looks fine.
Oh, goodbye, Emma. We think it's the best little Chevrolet in the world. Oh, goodbye, Mrs. Adler.
What, are you going away, Mrs. Kirby?
Just for 3 days, Mrs. Adler, to see my married daughter in Camden.
Have a good time.
Pa, don't go by the school. Mr. Biden might see us.
I don't care if he does see us. I guess I can take my children out of school for 1 day without having to hide down back streets about it. Who is that you nodded to, Elmer?
That was the fellow who arranges our banquets down to the lodge, Kate.
Is he the one who had to buy 400 steaks? I declare I'm glad I'm not him.
Take deep breaths, children. The air's getting better already.
Gee, it's almost clear fields already. Weber and Heilbronner suits for well-dressed men. Ma, can I have one of those someday?
If you graduate with good marks, perhaps your father will let you have one for graduation.
Oh, Pa. Do we have to wait while the whole funeral goes by?
Take off your hat, Arthur. Look at your father. Why, Elmer, I do believe that's the lodge brother of yours. See the banner? I suppose this is the Elizabeth branch. Well, we haven't forgotten the funeral that we went on, have we? We haven't forgotten the funeral that we went on, have we? We haven't forgotten our good Harold. He gave his life for his country. We mustn't forget that. Well, we'll all hold up the traffic for a few minutes someday.
Ma.
Ma.
Well, I'm ready, children. I hope everybody in this car is ready. And I pray to go first, Elmer. Yes.
Ma, everybody's looking at you.
Everybody's laughing at you.
Oh, hold your tongues. I don't care what a lot of silly people in Elizabeth, New Jersey think of me. Now we can go. That's the last.
Fit right suspenders. The working man's choice. Pa, why do they spell right that way?
So they'll make you stop and ask about it, Missy.
Papa, you're teasing me. Ma, why do they say 300 rooms, 300 baths?
Ooh, look at that one. Miller's spaghetti. I'd like to try that.
Go along. You never eat it.
Aw, I like it now.
Yum, yum. It looks wonderful up there. Ma, make some when we get home?
The management is always happy to receive suggestions. We aim to please.
Well, I guess no one's complaining, Kate. Everyone knows you're a good cook.
I don't know whether I'm a good cook or not, but I know I've had practice. At least I've cooked 3 meals a day for 25 years.
Ma, you went out to eat once in a while.
Yes, that made it a leap year.
Ma, I love going out into the country like this. Let's do it more often, Ma.
Goodness, smell that air, will you? It's got the whole ocean in it. Elmer, drive careful over that bridge. This must be New Brunswick we're coming to.
Ma, where's the next comfort station?
You don't want one. You just said that to be awful.
Yes, he did. He's terrible, Ma. He says that kind of stuff right out in school. And I just want to sink through the floor. Ma, he's terrible.
Oh, don't get so excited about nothing, Miss Proper. I guess we're all human beings in this car, at least as far as I know. And Arthur, you try to be a gentleman. Elmer, don't run over that collie dog. Looked kind of peaked to me. Needs a good, honest bowl of leavings. Pretty dog, too. That's a pretty advertisement for Chesterfield cigarettes. Looks kind of like Beulah.
Ma,
Yes?
can't I take the paper route with the Newark Daily Post?
No, you cannot. No, sir. I hear they make paper boys get up at 4:30 in the morning. No son of mine is going to get up at 4:30 every morning, not if it's to make $1 million. Your Saturday evening post route on Thursday mornings is enough.
Ma.
No, sir. No son of mine is going to get up at 4:30 and miss the sleep God meant him to have.
Ma's always talking about God. I guess she got a letter from him this morning.
Elmer, stop this automobile this minute. I don't go another step with anybody who says things like that. Arthur, you got out of this car. Elmer, you give him $1 bill. He can go back to Newark by himself. I don't want him.
What did I say? There wasn't anything terrible about that.
I didn't hear what he said, Kate.
God has done a lot of things for me, and I won't have him made fun of by anybody. Get out of this car this minute.
Oh, Ma, don't spoil the ride.
No.
We might as well go on, Kate, since we've got started. I'll talk to the boy tonight.
All right, Elmer, if you say so.
Ma, that wasn't so terrible.
I don't want to talk about it. I hope your father washes your mouth out with soap and water. Where'd we all be if I started talking about God like that? I'd like to know. We'd be in the speakeasies and nightclubs and places like that. That's where we'd be.
What did he say, Ma? I didn't hear what he said.
I don't want to talk about it.
I'm gonna stop and give the car a little water, I guess.
All right, Elmer. You know best.
Could I have a little water in the radiator to make sure?
You sure can. Air all right? Do you need any oil or gas?
No, I think not. I just got fixed up in Newark.
We're on the right road for Camden, are we?
Yes. Keep straight ahead. You can't miss it. You'll be in Trenton in a few minutes. Camden's a great town, lady. Believe me.
My daughter likes it fine. My married daughter.
Yeah? It's a great burg, all right. I guess I think so because I was born near there.
Well, your folks still live there?
Nah, my old man sold the farm and they built a factory on it. So we moved to Philadelphia.
My married daughter Beulah lives there because her husband works in the telephone company. We're all going down to see her in a few days.
Yeah?
She's been sick, you see, and I just felt I had to go and see her. My husband and my boy are going to stay at the YMCA. I hear they've got a dormitory on the top floor that's real clean and comfortable. Have you ever been there?
No, I'm not to Columbus myself.
Oh.
I used to play basketball at the Y, though. It looked all right to me. Well, I guess you're all set now, lady. I hope you have a good trip. You can't miss it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you.
The world's full of nice people. That's what I call a nice young woman.
Ma, you oughtn't to tell him everything about yourself.
Well, Caroline, you do your way and I'll do mine. She looked kind of pale to me. I'd like to feed her up for a few days. Her mother lives in Philadelphia, and I expect she eats at all those dreadful Greek places.
I'm hungry. Pa, there's a hot dog stand. Can I have one?
We'll all have one. Hey, Kate? We had such early lunch.
Just as you think best, Elmer.
Arthur, here's $50. Go over to that stand over there and see what they got. No, not that much mustard either.
What's that flower over there? I'll take some of those to Beulah.
It's a weed, Ma.
I like it. My, look at the sky, would ya? I'm glad I was born in New Jersey. I've always said it was the best state in the Union. Every state has something no other state has got.
I'm sorry, Ma.
There. We all say wicked things at times. I know you didn't mean it like it sounded. Why, now, I forgive you, Arthur. And tonight, before you go to bed, you're a good boy at heart, Arthur, and we all know it. Sakes alive, it's too nice of a day for us all to be crying. Come now, get in. I never saw such children. Your hot dogs are getting all wet. Now chew them fine, everybody. All right, Elmer. Forward march. Caroline, whatever are you doing?
I'm spitting out the leather, Ma.
Then say, excuse me.
Excuse me, please.
What's this place, Arthur? Did you see the post office?
Said Lawrenceville.
School, kinda. Nice. I wonder what that big yellow house set back there was. Now it's becoming to become Trenton.
Papa, it was near here that George Washington crossed the Delaware. It was near Trenton, Mama. He was first in war, and first in peace, and first in the heart of his countrymen.
Well, the thing I like about him best was that he never told a lie. There's a sunset for you. There's nothing like a good sunset.
Ooh, there's an Ohio license in front of us. Ma, have you ever been to Ohio before?
No.
Ma, there are a lot of people in the world, Ma. There must be thousands and thousands in the U.S. Ma, how many are there?
I don't know. Ask your father.
Pa, how many are there?
There are 126 million.
And they all like to drive out in the evening with their children beside them. Why doesn't somebody sing something? Elmer, that signpost said Camden. I saw it.
All right, if you're sure, Kate.
Yes, there it is. Camden, 5 miles. Dear old Beulah. Now, children, you be good and quiet during dinner. She's just got out of bed after a big sort of operation, and we must all move around kind of quiet. First, you drop me and Caroline at the door and just say hello. And then you menfolk go over to the YMCA and come back in about an hour.
I see the first star. Everybody make a wish. Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might, have a wish I wish tonight. Pins, Mama, you say needles.
Needles.
Shakespeare, Ma, you say Longfellow.
Longfellow.
Now it's a secret, and I can't tell it to anybody. Ma, you make a wish.
No. I can make wishes without waiting for no star. And I can tell my wishes right out loud, too. Do you want to hear them?
No, Ma, we already know them. We've heard them. You want me to be a good girl, and you want Arthur to be an honest in word and deed.
Yes, so mind yourself.
Caroline, take out that letter from Beulah in my coat pocket and read aloud the places I marked in red pencil.
A few blocks after you pass the 2 big oil tanks on your left, you come to a corner where there is an A&P store on the left and a firehouse kitty corner to it. Turn right, go 2 blocks, and our house, Weyhauser Street, number 741.
It's an even nicer street than we used to live on. And right handy to an A&P.
Ma, it's better than our street. It's richer than our street. Ma, isn't Beulah richer than we are?
Mind yourself, Missy. I don't want to hear anybody talking about rich or not rich when I'm around. If people aren't nice, I don't care how rich they are. I live in the best street in the world because my husband and children live there. There's Beulah, standing on the steps looking for us.
Hello, Beulah.
Hello, Mama. Well, look at how Arthur and Caroline are growing.
They're bursting all their clothes.
Hello, Papa. Good old Papa. You look tired, Pa.
Yes, your pa needs a rest. Thank heaven his vacation had just come now. We'll feed him up and let him sleep late. Pa has a present for you, Lily. He would go and buy it.
Why, Pa, you're terrible to go and buy anything for me. Isn't he just terrible?
Well, it's a secret. You can open it at dinner.
Crazy old Pa, going buying things. It's me that ought to be buying things for you, Pa.
Oh, no. There's only one Lily in the world.
Are you glad I'm still alive, Pa?
Where's Horace, Lily?
who was kept over a little at the office. He'll be here any minute. He's crazy to see you all.
All right, you men go over to the Y and come back in about an hour.
Go straight along, Pa. You can't miss it. It just stares at you. Well, come on upstairs, Ma, and take your things. Caroline, there's a surprise for you in the backyard.
Rabbits?
No?
Chickens?
No, go and see. There are 2 new puppies. You'd be thinking over whether you can keep one in Newark.
I guess we can. It's a nice house, Beulah. You just got a lovely home.
When I got back from the hospital, Horace had moved everything into it, and there wasn't anything for me to do.
It's lovely.
I think you'll find this comfortable, Ma.
Oh, I could sleep on a heap of shoes, Lily. I don't have no trouble sleeping. Now, let me look at my girl. Well, well. When I last saw you, you didn't know me. You kept saying, "When's Mama coming? When's Mama coming?" But the doctor sent me awful.
It was awful, Ma. It was awful. She didn't even live a few minutes, Mama. It was awful.
God thought best, dear. God thought best. We don't understand why. We just have to go on, honey, doing our business. Well, now, what are we giving the men to eat tonight?
There's a chicken in the oven.
What time did you put in?
Oh, Ma, don't go yet. I like to sit here with you this way. I always get the fidgets when we try and pet you, Mama.
Yes, it's kind of foolish. I'm just an old Newark bag of bones.
Why, Ma, you're good looking. We always said you were good looking. And besides, you're the best Ma we could ever have.
Well, I hope you like me. There's nothing like being liked by your family. Now, I'm going downstairs to look at the chicken. You stretch out here for a minute and shut your eyes. Have you got everything laid in the breakfast before the shops close?
Oh, ham and eggs.
I declare I could never understand what men see in ham and eggs. I think they're horrible. What time did you put the chicken in?
5 o'clock.
Well, now, you shut your eyes for 10 minutes, Ma. There were 19 and 9 that safely lay in the shelter of the fold.